Right, folks, we're back with a look ahead to the Dundalk card tomorrow on the 1st of February. Hoping to get February off to a good start. Me and Ryan had a good evening there on Friday. A couple of nice winners and praised horses. It's good to have Alan back with us this time. Um, Ryan, do you want to start us off in the 240, the very first race?
Yeah, I think we're all agreeing here in the first race. Maleferous. At first glance, I fancied this, and then digging deeper, I still fancy her. She's trained by Joseph and will be obviously ridden by Shane Cross. Um, she came fourth on debut, and she's definitely going to improve on that. At 5-1, she looks massive. What about you?
Yeah, Alan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, lads. The thing for me with Maleferous the last day, she kind of got caught in a pocket as the turn for home. There was a horse kind of just starting to retreat. Kind of got caught behind the eight ball, I think, kind of ran on strongly when she was a bit more clued in. It took her a while for the penny to drop. I think tomorrow she's definitely going to be much more suited by the pace. She was up closer to the front as well. Again, I think she'll definitely be close to the pace again this time around, and I think she takes a lot of beating here.
Yeah, again, I'm agreeing with you. The form there of Turin Angel and Jungle Cove ties in with Henry de Bromhead's winner Mo Salah last time out. Now they ran very good races in their own aspect or in their own respect, but I'm agreeing with you. Maleferous ran on debut over a mile four, which Joseph's always take a run. Doesn't matter, like they always take a run. It's no secret. Now this horse ran over a mile four on debut in 2 minutes 40 seconds. Now the best time posted by Turin Angel and Jungle Cove over a mile two has been 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So therefore Maleferous for having gone further has or for dropping back and trip this time has 25 seconds a difference in the times, which whenever you divide it over two furlongs, she's well capable of making that up. She, like Alan says, she probably set handy again. And at 5-1, I just don't see where the market is getting 5-1 about her for. Ryan, moving on then to the 310. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of torn between two here: Markaban City and Arctic Blaze. Arctic Blaze is in stall 13. Markaban City's drawing wide as well. John McConnell's obviously in good form, with Shane Foley on board is quite interesting. Came second last time out. Big price winner, never missed a beat, and yeah, looks well handicapped. Isn't up anything from that second place. Macban City's up £2 from his third. So it's tight between them two. I'd probably go with Arctic Blaze though.
Yeah, Alan.
I'm the other way around. I'm more Markaban City. The thing for me again, the draw. Markaban City drawn 15 likes to be held up. More than likely this time around, Mark Gallagher, I'd say he'll probably hold on that little bit longer. Instead of, if you watch the race back from the last day, he made his ground up a wee bit too quick. I think this horse has to come with one run. I think he come out wide, come late and fast down the wide outside, and I think the £2 raise is not insurmountable. He was beating the short and nosing the short head. Like, for me, it should be a £6 raise, not a £2 raise. He shouldn't be a winner. So I think he'll go close this time around.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Alan and Ryan there. I've both of them dropped down there as two lively contenders along with stay with me, but I'm going to stay loyal to Maccaban City last time out. Agreeing with Alan there, Mark made up plenty of ground down the wide outside. That's because Maccaban City, the last couple of starts, has been slow away. So that tends to leave Mark with work to do. But I think if I can get him away anywhere near on terms and get him dropped into the middle of the field this time instead of further back, I think it's going to leave him with a great chance turning for home. And again, the £2 or £3 rise wouldn't be of any inconvenience I can see. Like he has times read really well. around Dundalk as well. But I think the two horses I've mentioned there, Bruce lads, have great chances. Like, you know, Macaban City is normally well punted. He's 4-1 there now, so it'll be interesting to see if there's loads of money down for him tonight. Moving on then to the 340. We'll start, Alan. What do you think of this one?
I'm Pineapple Express in this race. Very impressed with her last time. It was her first run since the 4th of September. She's only a 4-year-old filly. There should be plenty more improvement to come. She was second to Storm Elza. Dean, I think you put that up on that occasion.
Yeah.
She just inside the final furlong. She didn't get the best of luck in the run. I think this time around she should get a clearer run, and she has to go close.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going against you here, Alan. I'm going for the Royal Racing Club home Danehill Quest. I think drawn stall for second in a 2-mile race last time here, stepping down 1 mile 4 here. Look, he's always done well at Dundalk, and hopefully we'll find another good race here. Shamie Heffernan is riding him as well, which is, I suppose, a good enough boost there.
Yeah, I've probably marked this down as one of the better races of the night, because it's another fantastic card at Dundalk. One I like though is Wave Walker. Was beat a half a length by Stay With Me, who runs in the 310, so that could give a boost to form here. But again, I like Pineapple Express. Done nothing wrong last time out. The step on up 2 furlongs, sure they probably suit. I'm not convinced that Never Miss a Beat is going to handle the £12 rise. Like, you know, to be fair, the race kind of fell apart and she won well enough, but a £12 hike is something serious. And you probably couldn't discount Malbass there too, who has form behind Stay With Me and Wave Walker as well. But I like Wave Walker there, and I think she's in at a nice price there too. I see here. Wave Walker 6-1, like, so Siobhan Rutledge taking 7 off as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, it's good value there.
Yeah, and Joey's obviously riding on this. He's still suspended, but it's an additional fixture, so he's led the ride.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you make then of the 415?
415, I am going for Andrew Slattery's ride here. He's been £3 on Stop on Red, drawn in stall 3, and finished 4 in her last time out, behind Harry's Hill, who ran on Friday there, coming third. That was over 5 furlongs, I think it was.
Yeah.
So up 7 furlongs here. I think he'll need it, and I think he'll win.
Yeah, he was interesting because his 1-2 starts back came over 7 in a really nice time, and the drop back to 5 definitely didn't suit him. I don't think anybody would agree with that. I would say even the trainer. But Alan, I think me and you both in agreement here in this one with Catherine Choi for Gordon Elliott and Sam Ewan. Now, I've been following this horse for a couple of runs, and Chris Hayes rode her a couple of times. She got there really well the last time, and like, she's only up £3, I think. I don't think her winning's done yet. I think there's still plenty of improvement on her.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Just if you look at the form from the last day too, Red Contender, Hala Jude, both behind her. They both kind of confirmed the form, finishing third apiece. The 7th, No Patience, has come out and won since. Like the Gordon Elliott team are on fire. They landed at Hiestas at Goran on Thursday with Cocoa Beach. Like, this race for me looks weak. She's in there around 7-4. I'd be happy to play at 7-4.
Yeah, I'd be the same. I think it's between ours and Ryan's in this one, because they do look the 2 best over the trip. Moving on then to the next one. Ryan, what do you think then of the 450?
Yeah, I think me and Alan are agreeing on this one. Masalai surely has to win this. He's been knocking on the door for quite some time now. Came 4th last time out, 2nd time 4. Edward Lynham's training him, and Edward has his horses in absolute top form at the minute. Stall 4 has absolutely every chance. I came 4th last time behind Irish Ambassador, I think.
Yeah.
Me and Alan tipped that up last time. or Main Dean.
There
I
is
don't know
yourself.
which one.
Yeah, I tipped it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, steps down to 7, and I really can't see him getting beat.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah, I'm the same as Ryan. I think the return to 7 furlongs massive for this horse. Like if you look at it just there, handicap mark 57, placed off 64 and 66 over 7 furlongs. His last winning mark was off 56. Good draw and stall 4. Like the stamina's there. He's been running over a mile and he's been running well. A fast run 7 furlongs is what he needs. And like if you just look, we're going to talk about her later on, but Sabrina Fairchild, like she got everything she wanted on Friday night from a fast run pace, and the
Yeah.
pace fell apart. She travelled through. I think it'll be the same with Masley this time around. I think the pace will be too strong in this race, and I think he'll just be straight through and get the job done.
Yeah, I would have to again give your lads a chance there. Like, Masley was a declared runner on Friday night and pulled out. Maybe the thought today was going to be a weaker race. That could well be. But I am massively keen on Miss Sassy Boots here. Now, she has won at a mile 2 starts back, and then last time she was 6th. The time of her one was in around over a mile, was about 1 minute 40, which is about average around Dundalk, slightly slow. But the second that day was Gormanston, who won once and was second 3 times after that. The third was Could Be Good, who's won twice and placed second twice since then. Foreign Legion was 7th. He's won 2 and was second twice. And the other that was in front or in behind was Irish Ambassador. He came out then and ran second, third, and then eventually picked up a first place finish. Now, Miss Sassy Boots is a front runner. She likes to get on with it. She was collared the last day inside the final, maybe 100, 150, 100 yards. So the drop back to 7, I don't think will be too bad. She's got a nice draw. I think if the pace is going to fall apart, she's definitely going to make the pace. So we could be seeing a strong pace on the race. I think she's 8-1 there. She's great value. If you want an each way bet, 8-1 is still good value for each way play. We move on then to the 525. Alan, do you want to start it here?
Yeah, just if you look, we're going back to just again a bit of the form from Masley. If Masley was to win that 450, you definitely have to take a look at Gatsby Cap in the next, because Masley was second, Gatsby Cap was 4th. That was his yard debut. He won off 65 on the grass in Goran back in 2019. Like again, stayed on strongly last time. To 7 furlongs could be ideal here.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm completely agreeing with Alan. Gatsby Cap. If Masley does win, that's a huge form booster there. Chris Hayes is riding. Yeah, the step down to 7 furlongs looks absolutely ideal here. 10-3 should go very, very close.
Yeah, I agree as well, lads. Gatsby Cap, I mind watching an interview Chris Hayes done, and a horse that he gave to follow around Dundalk was Gatsby Cap, and there was another one that actually his brother trains pro bono. He said keep an eye on them around Dundalk. But there's one there that I like. Now, it hasn't had a run on it, but Alice Mulligan was second 2 starts ago over 7 furlongs. Now, Colin Keane's booked here. Whenever she was second over 7, that was in 1 minute 25 seconds. Now, the Gatsby Cap was 4th last time out in 1 minute and 39 seconds. So there is about 6 or 7 seconds difference there over the same distance. So I would have to give her an each way shout, but I definitely do think Gatsby Cap could come on for that run the last time. Then we move on then to the 555. Now this is, I had this horse marked down as it should be one in this here anyway. Given the price 4-11, and nobody's going to take that price because given the string of seconds beside the name. But I like the other William Cleary horse, Mo Kalita. Ran okay in debut behind an odds-on favourite, although the third was Taswell Flower, who ran on Friday night and didn't really give a good account of herself. But I think this horse is 5-1. You could take a play. What do you think?
Yeah, I've gone for the favourite here. I just can't see this one getting beat. Had a few times there coming second and third. Um, Steps down to 6 furlongs, which should really help. Declan McDonough is riding it, and Declan and Joseph have combined on so many occasions. I reckon this should have another win here. Obviously, it's not much of a bet, 2-5 or 4-11, but yeah, I can't see much challenging it.
Alan?
Yeah, just look at the favourite will probably win. If you're looking to have a play in the race at all, I would say maybe take a look at the distance market. You might get maybe 2.5, 3 lengths the favourite to win over 3 lengths. Again, what Ryan was saying, the likes of Declan McDonough on board, he's probably going to pop out, make all the forms there in the book. So I would say, look, it could be impressive. It looks a weak enough maiden for me, and it'll be very hard to beat.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I tipped him up a few times. Like he will take some serious beating. Like, but there is good value in there for anybody that's looking to play an each way bet. Like, for just have a wee look into the race. There's a couple of horses there you could be getting even money or just over even money about a place. Moving on then to the last race of the night, the 6:25. Brian, you want to kick us off here?
Yeah, well, I know I have gone against Bodia's here. I've gone for Sunset Nova stepping down 6 furlongs. I just think another £6 penalty on Sabrina Fairchild will be far too much. Yeah, Sunset Nova has been fairly brilliant in fairness. Form wise anyway, finished in third on Friday, behind Well Suited and Foreign Legion, and won twice before that. So I really think Sunset Nova will go very, very close. I just do think the £6 penalty on Sabrina Fairchild will be just too much.
Yeah, she gets in there just under a mandatory penalty. Like, so I would imagine after Friday night's one, she'd probably go up more than the £6, so she technically could be well on as well. Though I would imagine they probably declared, and the thought was we'll see how the horse turns out Monday morning before we actually make a play. So, it wouldn't surprise me either if she didn't run, because although she done what she done on Friday night pretty handy. A horse that I have been keeping an eye on has been pulled out a couple of times since it was last out, was Keep the Best Side Out. I thought her 6 furlong one was mighty impressive. Step up to 7 didn't suit, but she looks, or the drop back to 5, sorry, didn't suit, but she looks like a real good horse over 6 furlong. Seems to be her best trip. Her one came in a minute 12 seconds. It ties in with Sabrina Fairchild and slightly better than Slade Runner last time out by 2 seconds. So, they're all closely matched there. But if Sabrina Fairchild doesn't run, I would be happy to Keep the Best Side Out at 8-1. Alan?
Yeah, I think I'm all over Sabrina Fairchild this race. I just think, like we're talking about it there, just on times, like Dean, you're right with, like, you're talking Slade Runner doing 113, Sabrina Fairchild 112 twice, very consistent. Sarah Lanham's 4 from 4 in the last 14 days. She'd be hard to beat under a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't read much in the times or run-ins until looking at the card on Friday night. Just offering a different view, really. Like, and whenever you do look at them, it actually sometimes you're thinking to yourself, is that favourite a worthy favourite? And then maybe whenever you see a one on time, you're thinking, there's a horse there at good value at 4 or 5-1 to take it on. Like, I know I talked myself out of one on Friday night, but I think Dundalk on Friday night and Dundalk tomorrow are two of the best cards we've seen for quite a while, and it's good to see. What do you lads think?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I just think, like, if you look at what we talked about with the pace collapsing, say, for Sabrina Fairchild, like, I think Slade Runner is going to try and make all the running. And what you're going to have here again is, if she's in anywhere close to that form, I think she's going to pick him up, and I think she'll pick him up easy enough. Like, there's no doubt the stable are trying to keep that 100% record intact. Yeah. The horses are flying. Like, she's fought in around 6-4, 7-4 again. I don't know, maybe maybe double her up with Shackleton Hero might just boost the odds a little bit.
Yeah. And Ryan, if we were to say what's your best bet of the day, your nap of the day, what would you be going for, Ryan?
I'd probably go Mazel ID 5-2. I really, really like him. I just think the race is going to suit him. The step down 7 is just perfect. And yeah, I just really think it's his day to shine.
Yeah. Alan, what would your nap of the day be?
My nap will be Catherine Cree in the 4:15. I think Sam Ewan and Gordon Elliott. I think she definitely will improve. Like again, I think once she got her head in front, I think that'll be it. I think we could see her maybe rattle up a couple more on the all-weather.
Yeah, and I'll throw my nap of the day out, and maybe anybody listening in wants to stick them on the Trixie or something. I'll go for Sabrina Fairchild because I still think she's well on if she takes up the occasion. Anybody got any nice fancies each way? Bigger prices?
Danehill Quest maybe in the 340, but that is a very hot race. So
yeah, might be paying for places in some places. You never know.
Yeah, just on Danehill Quest. I actually put my post up on Twitter earlier on, and one of the lads, Jamie Keane, just gave me a shout out. He's with the Royal Racing Club, and he actually said that the horse is very versatile and the drop back and trip won't affect him. And I'd say they expect a good run.
Yeah, well, we wish him the best of luck if he's listening on.
Oh.
Just on the last day, lads, I know we talked about it after we went off air, but Alan, you made a fair point about the opening bend coming too soon, possibly after the 1 mile 2 start. Do you want to give us a couple more thoughts on that?
Yeah, just like we have seen it in the last couple of weeks. I just thought that maybe when the horses are coming to the bend, you have the first maybe 5-6 horses on the inside. If they're going to that bend too quick, you have a little bit of scrimmaging. Is it going to be a case that it's going to cause an unnecessary incident? It may be. We noticed one, I think it was with Annalise Cullen, was going up to the bend. Again, don't know what scrimmaging occurred. She got boxed out, got battled back to about maybe fifth or sixth back. I don't know what they're going to do. Like I was talking to Ryan about this, suggesting maybe having 2 winning posts a bit like Sandown have it. Could be something worth looking into, but it'll be worth keeping an eye on Racing TV in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree, and I think that race that you were talking about there with Annalise Cullen, it was Chris Hayes, if I'm not mistaken, that was it was forced out wide and nearly brought down. It was the race that Mo Salah won, and I can't exactly mind which horse Chris Hayes was on, but it was on the second favourite. But he lost any chance he had at that first bend, surely. Ryan, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I said that in there about second winning post. Yeah, I just think they could move the stalls somewhere else and just maybe put another winning post maybe furlong back the track and give them an extra, run to that bend. So yeah, that was kind of my thoughts on it anyway.
Yeah, so I suppose we can't end the day without talking about the farce that happened at Naas, lads. What's your opinions on that?
Yeah, like I watched it live, and the biggest thing for me was anybody who backed Shaky Try, like he whipped round, he went to the other side. Aaron's Day had kind of gone as well, and Liam McKenna was on board that. Like the only thing for me, and if you watch it, Ruby does say it, and Kevin O'Ryan, and they talk about it. The tape didn't go up, so like yes, I understand. Yeah, if the tape's gone up and it's gone too far. The tape hadn't gone up. This should have been called back. If you back the second horse, you're unlucky. But look, there was a number of firms, including Bar One, who refunded on the 2 horses that were left at the start.
Yeah, in fairness, fair play. I seen Bar One at a post up straight away. Now, a mate of mine who is with another firm didn't get his money back on the one that unseated, because he says they came under starters orders. Now, I would say it's the only firm that's probably not doing it. But I have to give, I tweeted about it earlier on, like, credit where credit is due. I think Racing TV has got on board some of the best pundits in racing, and they're based in Ireland. Ruby Walsh and Fran Berry have added vast amount of knowledge. Kevin O'Ryan's always been good. Like, I personally love watching a Friday night at Dundalk. The crack and banter the boys have, it's good fun to listen to. Like, you listen to Ruby Walsh and Kevin the day during the long delay while the horse ran about 8 mile after breaking loose. Like, they were talking about the football last night, and Kevin O'Ryan was on about he just finished watching that series Crown on Netflix. It's good fun, it's light-hearted banter, and the boys make a great point after the racing whenever they're on about. Ruby made it whenever he was on about the people are paying a subscription to racing TV. Like, these people, like the starter today, has to be held accountable, and IHRB have to come out and give a detailed statement as to what happened, what actions are going to be taken, because it could put the sport in jeopardy. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, 100%. It was just it was a massive race, really, wasn't it? With Melly Me obviously breaking away and rearing up and Sean Flanagan, and then the star, I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest. And he left the tape off for so long, and he could have easily brought it back, in fairness, because it didn't happen until nearly they were all at the tape bar, then 3.
Yeah. Well, we'll wrap that up there for the night then, lads, will we?
That'll do.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Go and check our Facebook and Twitter out, Racing Records. Go and hit Alan up. Alan does previews every week for Bar 1. Sometimes he throws a midweek one on there too for some of the big racing days. So do be sure to check us out and give us a like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.